made just enough plays to get the W. Tonight, they're looking to take control of this series. And though technically this is not an elimination game, it is clearly a borderline must-win game. Shaq, how do you see it?
Well, I feel like every game, unless you're up 3-0, is a must-win. You never know what will happen in the series to turn the tide.
I mean, Ernie, if you look at history, no one's come back from a 3-0 deficit. So this might not be a must-win, but it's a key win if you want to get back into the series. Take it one possession at a time.
Don't you know that some point, somebody has to do it?
You know what?
Somebody has to come back.
I've actually seen a team down 3-0 tie it to 3-3.
Yeah, it's happened a few times.
I remember that. Our Denver Nuggets
It'll
tied
never
against
be done.
Utah.
Cut it
Tied
out.
at 3-3, sent it to a Game 7.
It will
I
never
remember.
be-
Welcome to Game 3, everyone. We're at 2-zip right now in the series. No panic, though, yet. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. It's the Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat. You look at Miami. They've been dominating this series, winning the first 2 games on the road. With the win here, they'd taken almost insurmountable 3-0 lead.
And guys, basically, I think they locked this series up with a win here tonight. They've taken the momentum, winning those first 2 on the road. Now on their home court, they're right where they want to be.
You'd have to think so, partner. I mean, they have a major upper hand in the series right now. The crowd can feel it too, so that's a bonus. They know what this game can do for their guys, and they're keyed up to make it happen.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And it's Freak missing.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Here's McCollum.
I'm flying this
To the
style.
middle. Here's Okafor. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
Move the ball. Stick it to Mike.
Freak with it. 6 points for him. Drops in the tray. Freak's got 9.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Poke loose. Dash with the screen. Okafor, high post. And that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Freak. No good with the triple. 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Here's Kozlov. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block,
Watch
force it
out,
to
little
the
bitch.
line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump,
Watch out, Lau.
and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he sinks the second.
Bitch, you
Heat
know
have
we
gone
was fucking.
50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. From outside the arc, they get it again. Adams. And he banks in the layup.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Shoots from the line. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. The Heat leading by 4. Now here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far. Offline from the top of the key.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And stolen by Freak. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Freak's got 12 in the
Bitch, you know
game.
we was
And
fucking.
it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's the dish to Okafor, and the basket good.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
The Heat have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And that one's good.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Bass's shot, good.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And a wide open look for Freak. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
And probably expected to win that game, and maybe that caused them to come out a little flat, just a bit of complacency.
You know, I'm not sure if they were taking them lightly. I think they just didn't play well. I mean, that happens sometimes. You got to give the other team credit, too.
Good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Duggar. 2016.
Let's take
Oh,
this
my
team's
nigga.
got to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Freak number 1. Several teams changing it up here. The 76ers trail by 6. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He told me they can't dwell on the first 2 games. However, even though the series may have a long way to go, he did use the term, quote, must win when describing this game.
Philadelphia shooting here about 46% for the game. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. C.J. Miles is out there with C.J. McCollum. Now Miles looking for his first basket still in this one.
It's 31-14. Watch out, little hoe.
Shot clock at 5.
That's a low.
Inside.
No.
And it's Noel missing.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel
nothing.
at
But
fighting
you know
through
we was
contact
fucking.
on his way to the rim.
That's
We
good.
cuffing.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing
Mitch.
of beauty.
The 76ers trail by 20. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is
I got 5.
run. I mean, so much
Five
of their
steals
offense has
already.
come off the fast break.
25
And
points.
now Doris Burke has an update
Tell
from the
me,
sideline.
guess what?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric
Tell me.
Spoelstra was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their
Let's
offense
go.
through Freak. Coach is calling on him
Come on,
to
come
play
on,
a big
come on,
role
rip
in
him.
the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Drills it from outside. Freak's got 28.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Pass to Okafor. The 11-footer. Here's Azili. The shot will not go. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Freak. And it's Miami with another.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Takes the three. And again, Miami with the triple.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He's